Hey YouTube, Mario here from Skill Over Luck. And Mr. Snugandlove is joining us too. He's gonna watch, or be watched. He's watching you. Yes, he is. Anyways, I thought that it would be interesting to dedicate some videos on basically how to beat all the big decks that are out there. Just some little side deck and teching choices you could use to really screw up your opponent if they're playing that deck on you. So let's start. Today's today's deck is Frog Monarchs or Frognarchs. Such a weird name, Frognarch. I wonder who came up with that one. Someone's texting me. Should I just ignore? Huh. Alright, well let's start then with the choices. So there are three monster choices. The first monster I chose is DD Crow. Why? Because you can discard from the hand to remove your opponent's Treeborn Frog or Rodent Totem from the graveyard, and that will cut off their tribute summoning ability a little bit. A little bit, not a lot, but you know, it's a good card to have, I guess. Second choice is a choice that I just recently came across. Banisher of the Radiance. Basically, while it's face up on the field, any card that goes to the graveyard is removed from play. In certain decks, you can't really play this to help your opponent, to help yourself, because so much relies on the graveyard. But if you're playing a deck that isn't really graveyard orientated, or you can live without using the graveyard, well, this is the card to use. And Banisher of the Radiance, Treeborn Frog, and there's no Treeborn Frog in the graveyard, there's no Rodent Totem in the graveyard, which means your opponent cannot special summon those, which means it cannot tribute summon their monarchs or whatever else they use. So in the right deck, it's harmful to Frog Monarchs if you side against them. And the third card is Vanity's Fiend. Your opponent no one can special summon while it's face up on the field. That means they can't summon pretty much Tragodia, Gores or Tragodia. Battle Fader they can't do, and they can't do the Treeborn Frog or the Rodent Totem, which is basically what they need to summon their monarchs and other things. Without them coming out, pretty much fucks them over. So Vanity's Fiend is good to have. Most Frog Monarch players play it, but the thing is, shit in my pants. Sorry. The main thing is that Frog Monarchs do play this card. Once it's on their side of the field, though, they're in control pretty much. That's how you know they're in control. They have Vanity's Fiend. So if you play against your opponent before they have a chance to get it out on you, you pretty much know what you're doing and you have it good. Alright, now there are 5 trap cards that can be used. The first one being Crevice from Different Dimension, quite obvious. You pick your water attribute and remove the Treeborn Frogs and the Rodent Totems to cut off their special summoning, their tribute summoning ability. Then we got Mind Crush. And along with Mind Crush goes Trap Dust Shoot. So with Mind Crush, you declare a card in their hand, and if they have it, they discard all copies of it, but if not, you discard a card. Trap Dust Shoot, you look at their hand, and you bring a card back to the deck. Basically, good. They both fuck over your opponent's hand, which is good, because it gets rid of their Battle Feeders, Gores, and Tragodia, and anything else. Put both of them put together, if you have both of them at the same time, it's disastrous for your opponent. In any deck, not just, especially Frog Monarchs. Now we got Pulling the Rug. When a monster is normal summoned, when negate the activation of an effect with effect monster who is effect activated when the normal summoned, and destroy that monster. So Pulling the Rug stops Monarchs in Dark Dust Spirit. First time that played Dark Dust Spirit, so it's a good card. And my final choice is probably the best choice overall. Say the best for last. Mask Restrict prevents tributing. Period. That means they can't use Substitute and they can't tribute summon. So that card pretty much does it. And that's all for this video. Those are just some of my tech choices on how to beat Frog Monarchs, how to side deck against them properly. If you have any other suggestions, you can comment, I guess. Tell me what they are. Feedback is always welcome. If there are any specific deck ideas you want to know how to beat, then leave a comment and tell us what you want to hear. Other than that, thank you for watching. And Mr. Snugandlove says goodbye.